What's up guys, it's Corzy from Gaming Legit, going to give you some Bad Company Vietnam gameplay just as I promised. It seems like my Killzone vids aren't as popular as I was hoping them to be, considering they've been up for quite a while and they kind of died off after 400 views. Very disappointed about that and kind of depressed about that. I don't know what's going on. The positive side of that is that it got 44 likes as of right now, no dislikes. But I've gotten upwards of 70 likes within a day on one of my videos. And I'm kind of wondering, if I've got over 2,400 subscribers and only 400 views, where are my 2,000 other subscribers? I don't know what's going on. So if you guys could leave me comments to say like how often you're on YouTube. I know there's a few of you that like regularly, when I post a video, you're there. And you watch it within the first like 6 hours of it being posted every single time. It's the same guys every single time, like guys that really want to watch my videos and can't wait for them to be posted. But since there's 2,400 of you, I'm wondering where the other 2,000 views are. You know, and I know that just because you have 200,000 subscribers doesn't mean that you're going to get 200,000 views every single time. But I just find it interesting to me that like such a tiny percentage of my subscribers are watching, you know, my video, and I don't know if it's just because it was Killzone. So if you could leave that in the comment, that would be very nice for me, so I can figure out what's going on with my channel. So as I prefaced in the last video, I'm going to be doing 2 videos at a time since I have a variety of games I'm posting right now. I just did 2 of Killzone, so now I'm going to do 2 of Bad Company. Bad Company and this expansion Vietnam, this is a fail by me, by the way. This is one of those medic things that it's just a bad play. You take that additional 3 seconds and kind of scope the area before you revive someone. I was kind of getting a little bit antsy right there to try to revive. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. If you are still on the fence about purchasing this game, purchase it. And yes, you do have to own Bad Company to be able to get this expansion. Right here on this boat, I was trying to get everybody in it. It only carries 3 people for whatever reason. There's a shit ton of room in this boat, but it only lets you carry 3 people. It doesn't make sense. And so we're trying to get Atlas to jump on the roof and see if I could drive off with him on the roof. And he was on the roof and started driving off, and he just kind of slipped off. He's like, oh, well, I fell off. And it's like, oh, that sucks. Well, see ya. Oh, this game is so fun to play with friends, guys. It's like my favorite first-person shooter that's out there. It blows Call of Duty out of the water. Like, just the environments alone, on top of the destruction. The shadowing in this game is amazing. If you're running into like the horizon, it will blind your screen. Like the other day, I was playing on one of the maps that had such a light effect. You know, on the sun's sitting kind of low, so if you're running into it, it spits out these glares onto your screen. I thought I had light coming in one of my windows that was glaring at my TV really bad. So I was like closing all my blinds, and after I closed everything and the curtains, then I went and started playing the game. I realized that it was actually the game. They did such an amazing job with the lighting in this game, and people complain about the graphics, but with what they're doing in this game with like destruction and stuff, you can't ask for more. Like, the graphics are not that bad. I've seen games a lot worse than this, and to be honest, Call of Duty Black Ops does not have that good of graphics at all. They just put some artifacts on top of like flat surfaces to make it look like they're good graphics, but they're not. And Black Ops' graphics are vastly worse than Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the first time I put in Black Ops, I was like kind of blown away. I was like going, really? Like, is this really Black Ops? Because I was expecting it to be like a little bit of a step up of Modern Warfare, especially with all the hype. And it was actually a downgrade graphic-wise compared to Modern Warfare. Yet Treyarch always takes the same engine that Infinity Ward developed basically and used for their game, which stemmed at Call of Duty 4. And then they used it for Call of Duty 5, and then now they're using it again for Black Ops. So I don't know. So you hear that kind of argument all the time about how the graphics in this game aren't that good, but oh man, the lighting and the shadowing in this game is absolutely amazing. And the sound in this game is freaking crazy. The sound is so perfect. The sound in this game is how every game should be. Black Ops' sound is absolutely shit. It's terrible. What the hell did they do to the sound in that game? Like, what's the point of Ninja? Really, they buffed it up, but it's still absolutely terrible. Like, what is wrong with having it so that you can hear footsteps? What's wrong with that? If you're running with big rubber boots across some surface, like a wood floor or metal or something like that, you're going to hear it. It's going to be super, super loud. Then in the game, they just like toss it out. Like all the sound that was really good, like the sound horn that was in Modern Warfare, they took it out. They completely threw it out. Doesn't make any sense at all. There's nothing wrong with sound horning. That's like a nice strategy to have implemented into a game. In this game, they have it perfect. I mean, you can hear footsteps, and it's so good that I know if you're behind me and below me at the same time. I know that with my headphones, with what they did with the sound in this game. And at the inverse, too, if I know I'm going to be running into a rush point, and I have to run over some hardwood surfaces or something that I know someone's probably going to be sound horning and hear me, I'm going to crouch, because when I crouch, it voids out that sound. And see, that's a nice touch to put into a game. Look at that magic bullets, by the way. I'm completely around that corner. There's nobody there to shoot me. Online games are so frustrating. Do you guys agree with me on the sound? I don't know if like you've just been playing so much Black Ops that you don't remember what it's like to have played Modern Warfare, but the sound is retarded in Black Ops. It doesn't make any sense. And one thing that even Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare 2 did wrong is that when kill streaks come up, it covers all of the in-game sound. Like it masks all of it. And like yeah, I know the Harrier floating above in Modern Warfare made a lot of noise, and some of the airplane flying over the screen of Black Ops or something like that makes a lot of noise too. But in this game, you have Apaches and vehicles flying around, but I can hear what direction the vehicle is and be able to hear footsteps and everything else at the same time. So I know it is possible. They just haven't figured it out. This is a nice, sneaky, cheeky path to be able to get up into this base, by the way. The other paths are extremely predictable and easy to defend. But I'm playing the inverse. I'm playing offense, so I can't really show you how easy it is to defend. But that path I made, I'm telling you, it works every single time. It's a nice sneaky way to be able to get into the base, be able to cut down on their numbers quite easily, to be able to pick off some of them camping in the windows, because they're not expecting anybody to be showing up where I'm at right now. Yeah, and so that's it for sound. The shotgun in this game, it seems like it's changed from back when I was initially posting some crazy shotgun slug games. You guys probably know this series. I have like a 3-game series where I just went on a tear with the shotgun with slugs. I shot a guy at a lighthouse. That might be one of those clips that you'll probably know. I mean, it was a pretty crazy shot, pretty epic. But in this game, it seems like now that they kind of nerfed them slightly, to where if I shoot someone over a very large distance, I won't get a one-shot kill every single time. Whereas in the old Bad Company, the initial version, I could get a one-shot kill with the shotgun like every single time. It was freaking ridiculous. But again, they did a perfect blend. Like, it's still an absolutely destructive weapon, but it's not like a counter sniper. Like, I can't just like one-shot snipers across the map anymore unless I hit them like perfect in the teeth. But it's perfect. They do such a good job balancing in this game. It's like I don't even know. I'm in love with Bad Company. I'm in love with DICE. It's such a phenomenal game. Yeah, I can see it getting kind of boring after a while because you don't have all the frilly extra stuff that are in the Call of Duty games. But this game, like, when you're playing it with the friends, it never gets old. It never gets old. It's a little bit harder to do by yourself when you're not playing with anybody. Lack of communication. It's kind of like, you're doing your own thing. You might have to run all the way up into the base, and then you die, and you have to spawn all the way back in your initial spawn. And that might get super irritating, having to do that continuous, like, sprint to try to get back over to the war front. But when you're playing with a group of guys, of course, nice double kill right there with the shotgun. One shot, by the way. And nice thing about this game, of course, is the spawn system where I'm working with my squad, and conveniently my squad is the top on my team. And we could talk to each other, whereas one dies, I'll communicate with the other one since we all have headsets on, and go, hey, listen, I died, just keep it cool for a second, don't get yourself killed, put yourself in any hot situations, and let me spawn. And if you're working with a squad, it seems like every single time that you'll just absolutely destroy. And if you have a couple good medics on your team too, there's such a massive advantage for a team. Just a couple revives can completely turn around a game. So rather than having to wait for your teammate to select a spawn, it does so much to be able to revive a guy and have an extra gun in a gunfight, continuously defending an MCOM station. Medics are huge in this game. They're so big in this game. And if you're running a medic squad, it's almost indestructible. I mean, there's almost nothing you can do against a medic squad. That's good. I mean, if you're playing against some noobs, I mean, it won't be a problem. But if you're playing as some skilled guys that are using the medics and constantly reviving each other, man, you're going to have issues. There's almost nothing you can do to get away from it. I think one of the guys is using the flamethrower. That's pretty funny. Something fun for you guys to try. Try to do a medic rush using the flamethrower. That's funnier than hell, and it actually works. We actually won quite a few games doing that. So anyways, not a completely beast game, but a pretty good game. You see some pretty heavy teamwork going on. Hope you enjoyed it. God bless. Love you guys, and I'll see you in upcoming vids.